my brothers and sisters out there in the world? It's your boy Jehoshaphat, and I'm back with a little bit of topic for this morning. Now, before I say anything, I just want to bring my conversation that I had with my children, the conversation. Now, we had a discussion back at my house on Sunday. It was right after Bible studies, and the conversation was, if God was to judge this world right here, right now, this day that you seeing right now, this video, if God was to judge this world this day, how many people would go to heaven? That is a serious question right there, from all the countries and all the states and all the cities and all the people and all the different tongues of people. How many different people will be getting into heaven? That is a good question. Me, I answered, if it's 8 billion people here, me personally, I think only 2 billion people are going to heaven. And you might say, why are you being so harsh on that number? A lot of people believe in God, but there is only one God, and there is only one way to serve that one God. So anything else would be a lie. It would be a lie. Now, today's topic is differences that you would see in heaven, differences that you would see in hell. Now, let me tell you how good God is. Now, it's all different types of people who are in heaven, but I just want to bring these two people to the forefront of your mind. There are people who are slain in heaven that cry out to God for him to take vengeance on their deaths, on their murders. And God tells them, just sleep a little while. You'll be getting your vengeance pretty soon. But then the newly arriving people, the newly arriving people that make it into heaven, God, he is so good of a God, he erases the memories of all the family members of anybody of that person that didn't make it to heaven, just so they wouldn't have a sorrowful heart in heaven. Now, hell is the complete opposite. In hell, and I did stories about it. I talk about this, you know what I'm saying? In hell, you will remember every single detail of your life will be replayed to you over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So you will remember anytime your boy Jehoshaphat told you to give in to God's will for your life. For all eternity, there will be people who will remember the family members that told them, hey, you need to start serving Jesus Christ. Hey, you need to start living for Jesus Christ. Hey, you need to start leaning on the Lord. So when these people are tormented in hell, all this misery, all this pain, all this suffering, all this agony for all of eternity, they will remember their loved ones that told them, turn from your wicked ways. It's some sad business, y'all. It's some sadness. It's some sad business. And the reason why my passion for God is so much, I don't want to see you go down to that place. I don't want to see you go down to that place. The only people who I actually, and y'all can hate me for saying it, but racist people, black folk that kill their own people, murderers, people who do things to children. Now, I don't feel anything about them going down there for hell, but anybody else, we have a chance, and I'm gonna fight for that chance. So your boy Jehoshaphat, through the Spirit of truth, through Jesus Christ, and through the Father, it's gonna get you to that point. I'm not gonna stop until you see it. Now, I just wrote down a little couple of things, and I wanted to read it, right? But I want you to think about why is Jehoshaphat saying these things? Why am I saying this for? So I'm gonna just read it and just think about it. And the writing, the title is, why are so many people headed to hell? And that's a real question right there. Why are so many different people headed to hell? You know what I'm saying? I have come to conclusion that it's some people who are heaven bound, meaning they're doing everything in their life to make it to heaven. Then you have some people who are hell bound. You know what I'm saying? They bound to go to hell. With their actions and everything that they do, they facing towards hell with their actions. The greatest thing the devil ever did was to fool mankind that he does not exist. Then the devil turned it up a notch and made mankind not believe in God with all of his lies and his crafty nature. The reason nowadays so many people are going to hell is that they look at the Holy Bible as if it was a fairy tale, no different than the Three Little Pigs, Rumpelstiltskin, and Goldilocks. People nowadays look at God's word no different than a bedtime story that you would say to a child that was having nightmares and can't sleep. That's how people look at God's word. This world has been deceived. Many people see small and great miracles in their lives and still don't want to give God the glory for anything, but shame him when something goes wrong in their lives. Even with seeing God's grace on their life, they give him no glory, and they think that their lives are in their hands. So they spend their lives on a search for things of this world and fill themselves with pleasures of this world. And when God tries over and over again to call for them, they can't hear them. He's not loud enough because they are so used to listening to their own wants and their own desires. That blocks out the Father. But when it comes to ways of this world, the devil, they hear him loud and clear. The way to heaven is a straightforward, narrow path. The way to hell is wide. A wide road that many people go on. So what I'm basically saying here in my talk right now, one of the greatest things that the deceiver has done to fool mankind is to trick man into not believing him. Now, he turned it up a notch when he started to make man feel that the Holy Bible is just some literature that you would read and it carries no value. That's how he made man feel about it. So the average person looks at God's word that he put down here to help us with our daily lives. They look at it as if it was a fairy tale that you would tell to a child that was having nightmares. This is how they look at God's word. So for the people out there that look at God's word as a fairy tale, as your brother Jehoshaphat, man, you better get ready for where you going. You better get ready now. And the time that you spending on this earth, have as much fun as you want. You know what I'm saying? Have as much fun, because you're hellbound. You're hellbound. You know what I'm saying? I'm heaven bound. I can only focus on making it to heaven. That's the only thing that's important. But the devil has deceived. You got to imagine the devil is very crafty. Don't think for an instant that the devil haven't studied man. He has studied all man's wants, dreams, desires, what's in the essence of a man or a woman and what they want. And he has fooled many of people to believe that God does not exist. And all these people that say they believe in Jesus Christ, that they're living in some fairy tale type world. But when the time comes and your judgment comes, you will remember all of these people out here that told you that you need to stop from your wicked ways and turn to God. Man, this has been your brother Jehoshaphat with a message that's so powerful that I know that I might have to do a little bit of suffering, because God told me from his messages that I give, I don't have to suffer so much, because the devil come after me, y'all. He comes after me when I give a powerful message. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but I might have to suffer a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I might have to suffer just a little bit for this one. Man, this has been your brother Jehoshaphat. Peace and blessings to all the people of the world.